Estamos ao vivo! Estamos ao vivo, meu nome é André Souza, estou aqui com Pedro Lima e Júlia Andrade. Antes de mais nada, gente, uma grande salva de palmas para Júlia Andrade, que falhou apenas uma categoria! Pedro, é para aplaudir, caralho! Perdemos o Pedro. So, we are gonna start there, Júlia. Qual foi a categoria que tu falhaste e porquê?
Casting. I predicted Sinners for the win, and I lost. That was my mistake.
Yeah. You predicted what everybody predicted. It was like 95 no Golden. E
you know,
so,
in the moment that was pretty early in the ceremony, that award.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I always knew, I never doubted one battle, but I knew, yes, this sealed the deal.
Não, eu pensei o mesmo. I thought the same because yeah, this is very big, but I didn't thought that Sinners was gonna get one up, one battle. It was gonna get a revenge. They kind of switch a category. O Orwell ia ganhar fotografia, Sinners ia ganhar casting e eles trocaram. Já vamos falar disso. Errei só casting e fotografia. Bem-vindo, Jonatas. Bem-vindo, Pedro, que está aqui ao contrário, o mundo ao contrário com o Pedro. So, casting, eu sempre tive essa cena do One Battle, mas como eu e a Júlia estávamos a falar agora nos bastidores, não faz sentido tu premiares a descoberta da Chase Infinity, que é basicamente o que foi este casting, e esnobares a Chase Infinity.
Yeah, that's what's my thing. That is why I have almost during the entire race, since November, I was Chase is one battle, or maybe Sinners, but I was really confident in one battle until they snubbed Chase Infinity for Best Actress.
I even predicted One Battle to win casting. The first prediction I did in March.
E no previu. Parabéns.
O que é que foi, Pedro?
Quando importava
eu não previ. Mas é que foi mesmo. Eu troquei que na última live que fizemos antes das previsões, uma coisa assim. E também isto serve porque muitas pessoas estavam a associar o prémio de casting a cast, a ensemble. Não é ensemble. E fica aqui a coisa, porque se fosse ensemble provavelmente seria Sinners. É casting. E lá está, como muita gente não sabe bem o que avaliar e assim, acho que vai recair muito no Best Picture Winner. Como o Emmy. O Emmy raramente desvia se ganha casting, ganha série de drama, ganha série de comédia. Acontece muito pouco. A Júlia é do Emmy, ela sabe. You know very well. Será que casting poderá ser sinónimo de melhor filme? Exatamente, Jonatas. É para aí que eu estou inclinado mesmo. É para aí mesmo que eu estou inclinado. Feliz pela vitória em fotografia. História foi feita. Vamos lá. Cenas era uma daquelas coisas que tu pensavas vai ganhar fotografia e de repente o War Battle ganha os sindicatos, o BAFTA, histórico e de repente perde. Júlia, porquê é que tu nunca saíste de Sinners?
Because they got, at least this decade, I was, when I did my final predictions in podcast, my bodies tried to change my mind, saying that the last time that a film lost cinematography after won the Guild and BAFTA was The Tree of Life, and lost against Hugo. So was the stronger film, but I really I can see a trend the last few years, especially since the Academy become bigger, that they are re-awarded the most precious one, like the most exquisite one, the one who looks prettiest in the pictures, you know. So Sinners has that. I mean, you especially when they do with fire, they love that. They love the night. I mean, a night photo with dark colors and with I don't know, some light. I watched that in All Quiet. Or the other thing that they love was black and white, and we don't have black and white this year. So I start thinking at the end, what do you have? What viral photo or image from one battle we had? None. The closest one was the one with Diana speaking on the phone. That was very, very nice cinema. I mean, I think One Battle has a better cinematography than Sinners, I think. But I watched like the whole picture and say, but Sinners has a lot of photos. I mean, the photo of the night with Michael B. Jordan standing with the night with fire, and say no. The Academy, I mean, the voters are going to be are gonna go with this, and that was like my no God no glory, and I call that upset. I say no. One battle is going to I mean, Sinners is going to upset there because had this viral image when you can see more colors, more beauty at the end.
Sim, fazia todo o sentido. É só uma coisa de que, como o nosso cérebro é muito à base de precursores, stats, é complicado para nós atirarmos nisto, mas eu vi que a maioria das pessoas que estava totalmente fora de stats preveu Sinners, porque é o que faz mais sentido. É o filme mais bonito e eu acho que a narrativa da Autumn de ser a primeira mulher foi falado, ela fez campanha, ela teve no Good Morning America, então acho que sim, e foi um momento muito bonito.
Eu gostei muito do Ryan Coogler. Eu gostei muito do Ryan Coogler correndo com o filho dela. Eu achei muito fofo.
É, para ir buscar o filho dela, foi muito fofo mesmo.
Was a nice speech too. I love that speech.
Muito bom. It reminded me of Frances McDormand.
Sim, mas também eu gostei
When she won for 3 Billboards.
É que ela faz aquilo do Mulheres Levantem, mas também dela agradecer a Ellen Kuras e a Rachel Morrison. Eu achei aquilo lindo.
É verdade.
Obrigado, Ellen Kuras, e obrigado, Rachel Morrison, porque sem vocês duas eu não estaria aqui. E aí, tipo...
É mesmo muito bom.
É isso.
E o Jonathan diz isto e fiquei pensando, será que Sinners ganhou porque os votantes queriam fazer história? Porque antes não aparecia o nome dos realizadores na hora da votação, só os nomes dos atores. Antes não aparecia o nome das pessoas que faziam as coisas e agora começou a aparecer. É verdade. É possível que... Eu acho que sim. Eu acho que as pessoas na sala sabiam do recorde que estava a ser feito, a Autumn sabia, e quem votou também saberia, mais ou menos, e a campanha foi feita nesse sentido. Eu acho que é merecido. O Moreira, alguém estava a dizer ontem, mas isto não apareceu de onde? O Moreira mandou os 40 PDFs que o filme mostrou. Não.
Oh my God, sorry. Pedro, é o fã de Stranger Things. No consigo acreditar. I can't believe it.
No,
Yeah.
it was no, it was a t-shirt in a sale. It was very cheap, so I bought it. I'm not a fan. I haven't
No,
watched
you
the
are
last season.
a fan.
I haven't watched anything of them. I just bought the shirt because it was like
No,
it's black
I'm
and it was
joking.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm trying to defend my honor here. I'm not a
That's remember my sister when she was using like ACDC teacher, and she was like 9 years old, and she never heard a song of ACDC.
sale. It was a sale, not a fan, not a fan.
Muito bem. Deixem ler aqui também o Rueda a falar de. Não, isto vamos mais tarde. PTA agora tem um Oscar por cada década que deveria ter. Eu gostei muito de ver o PTA no palco porque ele estava nervoso. Nota-se que para ele foi um momento bonito. Muita gente não mostra este tipo de entusiasmo, este tipo de vulnerabilidade com prémios. Eu gostei bastante. E já vamos falar mais à frente disso. E acho que um bom argumento é que o Unbearable é contemporâneo. O Oscar raramente premia esse tipo de filme, também é verdade. No século só foi La La Land e Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, e Jonathan Rueda says that the movie was too modern.
E o Slumdog tem um negócio que eles adoravam naquela década, que é o filtro de pobreza.
E estava a pensar nisso mesmo agora. O filtro de pobreza é real.
Porque quando eu li eu acho que foi ano passado, eu li o livro, que adaptou e tipo, é totalmente diferente. Não sei se foi ano passado ou ano retrasado, e eu fui reassistir o filme. E a primeira cena já é tipo um amarelão, assim. É o moleque correndo no meio da lama.
É mesmo que ele depois vai para o cocó e tudo.
Isso, aí eu falei, cara, que é isso? Bizarro, assim, parecia
Eles adoram
É
isso mesmo. Ora, vamos começar então aqui por falar sobre a cerimónia no geral. Júlia, não tiveste aqui, não sei o que é que tu achaste do Conan O'Brien, dos sketches, fala um bocadinho.
I usually like Conan, but the ceremony was so for me. Yes, had a great moment, a very good ones. At the beginning, some jokes didn't work for me, but when when some, I don't know, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, or what was that, cringe. And then they, I love the bridesmaids reunion. I really love that, but it was a little too long too. So I'm not complaining at all, but at the end, for that things, they cut the the golden speech, which I hated. I hate
Yeah.
that, because they didn't cut any other speech.
They did it for the guy in the shorts that tied, but they turned it back. They turned it back. But yeah, that's true. I didn't like Conan's monologue. I thought it was very dry and so boring. The jokes didn't land, and I was a big fan of Conan last year. I enjoyed the opening, with him as Gladys running through the movies, no secret agent, but didn't. Yeah, my favorite thing was the Sterling K. Brown bit, because they were reimagining Casablanca today for Netflix, where they have to talk about what's happening more than one time. But for me, they should have done more movies like that. Because the joke would be funnier if they would now the Godfather, like a proper sketch. sketch. So yeah, I thought that was good. Some presenters not much. I liked the Will Arnett and Channing Tatum banter. That was funny. That was for me. And yeah, the Robert Downey Jr. They were trying to market a lot of Disney things without saying that they were marketing, like the old Gru and Sigourney Weaver, Pedro Pascal. So yeah, but the finish, the last bit with Jim Downey and Conan O'Brien. Did you saw that, Julia?
Yeah, no, I didn't connect that much. I mean, what I do love, I mean, that was, I do love the music presentation. I love that both. Sinners was for me.
Yeah, Golden was shit. Eu sou o maior fã de Golden que existe. Golden foi uma porcaria. Elas não cantam bem ao vivo, não conseguem sustentar uma nota sem terem que parar para respirar. É um desastre. Não, não deu. Mas eu gosto mais de Golden que Highlight to You, por isso acho que foi um
Yes.
Oscar bom para Golden. Mas sim, a performance de Highlight to You foi incrível. Não, mas o final da cerimónia com o Conan O'Brien a fazer o que acontece no final do On Battle com o Champagne foi muito engraçado. tens que tens que ver. No geral, achei bem morno e desrespeitoso com alguns vencedores, mas gostei do In Memoriam, dando mais espaço para algumas lendas como Redford e Keaton. O In Memoriam foi muito bom, eu achei. O Billy Crystal, depois entre toda a gente dos filmes do Rob Reiner, like they were the Avengers or something. I love that shit. I was crying when I saw Michael McKean on stage. Oh my god, that was so beautiful. And then they did Rachel McAdams, so beautiful. And then they did Barbara Streisand. Barbara fucking Streisand at the Oscars for the first time in many, many, many years. But did you saw that Jane Fonda was like, why was Barbara up there? She only did one movie with him. I did 4.
And say Barbara did all about herself. That was fun.
That's Barbara for you. That's
But that is Barbara. I mean, Barbara always does everything about her. It's Barbara.
yeah. But if I was Barbara Streisand, I would do the same. Because, like, I'm motherfucking Barbara Streisand, man. What am I gonna do? Barbara Streisand is one of the legends, one of the gods, like the father of Robbie Williams in the movie would say. Mas yeah, vamos começar então aqui a falar das categorias. Documentário short, sem muita surpresa, All the Empty Rooms. Depois, o empate, Julia,
That's high.
da tie. Kumail Nanjiani handled it so well. It was like a school teacher. Okay, guys, don't panic. Let's do this. People, eu estava a ouvir o Sean Fantasy e eles estavam tipo, será que há algum tipo de instrução dada às pessoas quando acontecem estas situações? Ou será que ele tinha alguém a dizer-lhe o que fazer? Mas foi muito bom, foi muito bem arranjado. E eu gosto destes momentos assim históricos. Já. É engraçado porque andava-se a falar muito de empates. Não sei se tu viste isso, Júlia. Que as pessoas nos últimos dias eram muito tipo, e se houvesse um empate disto, e se houvesse um empate daquilo. E eu comecei a pensar, a última vez que houve empate foi Skyfall e Zero Dark Thirty em som. E aconteceu um empate. The Singers, two people exchanging saliva. What did you predict?
Two people exchanging saliva because I watched it and I found it amazing. And the thing with me was when I watched that, I read the anonymous ballot, okay, and people wasn't voting on that. I mean, wasn't voting, and I thought that yes, people is cheating. Is cheating with, I mean, a ballot. I didn't watch Frankenstein, but I put and I can vote anyway. I mean, I thought that people will be cheating for the big categories. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't think that people will cheat for short or documentary or song, things like that. I mean,
yeah,
and so I thought when I watch when I watch two people exchanging saliva, I was like, no, this is a winner. This is a winner. I mean, you
yeah,
can watch all the shows and not vote for this. And I mean, Singers was good. Was very very American to me. But yeah, I mean, nice tie.
yeah. Do you know what I predict?
What did you predict?
A friend of Dorothy. So I was in the wrong, totally.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of Dorothy was the front runner for a long time on Gold Derby, but people catch up with Saliva. I thought two people exchanging Saliva would be a bit too arty for them, but they balance it out with the singers. For a tie, then there must have been most people that voted. O resultado deve ter sido poucas pessoas que votaram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I also to people, yes, what to say, mejor de los cinco, de los cinco, yes, inspired victory. I totally agree, because as you say, it was so artsy, but I thought people who watch short probably are going to be artsy too. And I mean, and when I saw this, I say, no, this is a winner. This is a winner for.
Pedro, o que é que tu achaste disto? Do empate.
Hmm?
Perdemos o Pedro outra vez.
Pedro is hiding his Stranger Things cheers now.
Sinceramente, nunca entendi esse argumento de Friend of Dorothy ser favorito porque é feel good. No Oscar, essa categoria, esse tipo de filme não costuma ganhar. I don't know. Eu achei que ter um filme com estrelas conhecidas, um tema político, mas mesmo assim ser feel good, ia ser interessante na mesma e poderia ganhar. Lembrou-me muito An Irish Goodbye. Foi essa a minha justificação. Mas eu não vi os shorts todos. Se eu tivesse visto, se calhar eu teria tido uma ideia diferente.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I just saw that Brazilians. I love Brazilians. But they went to Letterbox to do review bombing for sentimental value. Like a lot. I mean, today a lot of half star.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about sentimental value.
They are fun. Sorry.
Limited Shorts foi The Girl Who Cried Pearls, que tu sabias. Eu fui com Butterfly. Achei que Butterfly ia ter o.
Yeah, but I mean, Butterfly was a very, very beautiful, but was so. I think that Butterfly is something that the entire Academy vote without seeing the others. That probably will watch that was like the most popular one. But I also when I watch the York Who Cried Pearl, yes, it's a little bit basic, the history and everything, but the animation was, I mean, was the animation the one who blew my mind, and I thought this is more like, I mean, these people, the academy in general, they think animation is for kids. There is a long part that think that animation is for kids, and no, it's not. But for that reason, I thought that this was the most. I mean, for Forever Green, yes, too. But no, I thought this was the people who's going to watch and like more gonna be more associated with kids. But I found the animation so beautiful that I thought maybe the people who really love this is into this is going to vote for the animation.
Pedro, queres falar?
Minha internet tá horrível no dia de hoje. Peço perdão.
Sim.
Então, o Jonathan Rueda aí tava falando de Two People Exchange Saliva. É um dos meus curtos favoritos do ano passado. Jonathan, depois procura minha entrevista com os diretores. É muito interessante toda a construção do mundo que eles fazem. E eu gostei que o empate foi com o The Singers, que é outro curto que eu também entrevistei o diretor, mas ele é um cara que ele já tinha sido indicado antes. É um cara que é muito prominente agora na comunidade, né, que é o Sam Davis. E é muito legal, porque ele achou... É um filme sobre, tipo, pessoas cantando no bar. E ele achou essas pessoas que cantam no TikTok, assim. No TikTok, no Reels, ele fez o casting por TikTok. E...
Best casting, TikTok.
Mas... The Girl Who Cried Pearls também é a primeira vitória da National Film Board of Canada depois de 20 anos na categoria. Desde o The Danish Poet. Então tipo assim, eles ganhavam muito ali na década de 70, na década de 80. E aí
tu fizeste um tweet, Pedro, que não deu para perceber nada, porque tu meteste. É o primeiro OMFBFCF e é tipo tanta sigla, Pedro. Explica alguma coisa, por amor de Deus.
É o nome da sigla, foi mal. Eu esqueci que o pessoal não sabe. Mas a primeira vitória em 20 anos. Eles já tinham sido indicados em 2012, mas ganham aí a primeira vez. É um curta bem bonito, assim. É um curta... Ganhou a Annecy, passou no TIFF. Então é isso. E, tipo, os curtas que ganharam, todos foram tipo de festivais e fizeram uma trajetória muito longa. O The Singers, o Two People Exchange Saliva é Telluride de 2024, pra vocês terem noção. Então, tipo, quase 2 anos aí.
Sim.
Então é isso. É isso.
Exato. E Animated Short, Pedro. Tu foste com Retirement Plan.
Retirement Plan, porque eu achei que iam na história mais... A história um pouquinho mais emocional. É um curta adulto, mas não é tão adulto. Donald Gleason. É um curta...
Curto,
simpático.
é um curta curto.
Mas... Não. E ainda bem que eles não foram em Forever Green, né? Porque o Forever Green tem a mensagem bíblica lá. O pessoal chama do urso
Não
pastor.
sabia.
O pessoal chama de urso pastor.
Meu Deus. Não vai acontecer.
Do filme do urso pastor,
Confesso que apostei em Girl Who Cried Pearls pela seriedade e não queria apostar nos 3 favoritos em curta porque quase nunca os 3 favoritos ganham. É verídico. Arrisquei nessa categoria. Retirement Plan é o meu favorito, mas não apostei porque a animação não é tão bonita. E o Oscar tende a premiar animações bonitas. Aquele que ganha uma vez, o Windshield Wiper, era animação? Não, era live action.
É rotoscopia, animação.
Era feio como o caralho.
Mas é rotoscopia, né? Aí
Lula reeleito, Bozo na cadeia por 27 anos. Lula reeleito. Que é isto? O Brasil, infelizmente, não sabe perder. Já vamos falar sobre isto. Costume Design. Frankenstein, não precisamos falar muito disto. O Frankenstein, ou aqui o bloco de Frankenstein, costume design, make-up e production design. Ou pessoas a achar que Sinners poderia ter ganho. No geral, Júlia, qual foi a tua opinião sobre Frankenstein?
I didn't like Frankenstein, so I was very neutral. But I knew that they love that shit. I mean, that kind of dress. They always wore that kind of costume.
Yeah.
Makeup. I mean, yes, makeup was amazing. I was more for Kokuho because I didn't watch The Ugly Stepsister. So yeah. In makeup, I think I was. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Sinner would have upset there. But yeah, no, I mean, in makeup to me was their best win. Amazing win. And in
Yeah.
production design, I understand why it won, but I mean, I will um, sometime Sunday Saturday, I rewatch Sentimental Value, and I thought that would mean that house. I mean, I will nominate that, but I will have both for Hamlet in production design.
Of
Over,
course you would.
no, I mean in production design. To me, yes, it's important having a beautiful production design. I mean,
Yeah,
but
and they rebuild the
yes,
globe. So
but
yeah,
also I think that has to be like another character of the story, and I think the last part of Hamlet is so much. I mean, the glow is so much part
yeah,
of the story, so that why I will have
yeah.
both.
A shit story, but yeah, part of the story. Aproveitar para quem se juntou aqui agora para explicar o que é que aconteceu ontem. Eu e o Pedro estávamos em live e o YouTube mandou-nos abaixo porque o som estava a dizer que infringia direitos. Pois, vocês podem ver essa live hoje porque o YouTube deu-nos razão de que não estávamos a infringir direitos nenhuns, fomos roubados. Eu e o Pedro reagimos a grande parte das nomeações, das vitórias, e eu ao longo da semana vou guardar. Não percam a nossa reação totalmente histórica a um momento histórico que foi o empate. Nós estávamos lá em direto a assistir ao que aconteceu. O Pedro já foi embora outra vez. Mas pronto, estamos com 5 pessoas, então ficam a saber que a live ontem foi dropada por causa do YouTube, mas o YouTube hoje deu-nos razão e vocês podem ver o que há da live. Pronto.
Não, tô aqui.
O Jonatas diz que, opinião nada popular, o meu voto para design de produção seria Martin Supremo, já que fiz que é um gênio. O Pedro também, acho. Mas eu concordo contigo, Júlia. É sempre o mesmo tipo de coisa que eles premiam. Assim é muito complicado. É sempre, este tipo de vestidinhos, este tipo de trabalho. É um bocado chato. E para mim, como português, é triste. Não sei se tu sabes, Júlia. O costume design do autor nos últimos projetos dele era um português. E ele agora trocou. Na hora de ganhar, o gajo não ganhou.
My God.
Luís Siqueira fez até aquela série do Del Toro, Gabinete do Del Toro, não sei o quê. Gabinete de Curiosidade. Pedro, está difícil.
Tá difícil. Mas, Jonathan, o Jack Fisker é meu favorito também. Eu recomendo muito a entrevista dele no Tim Dickens aí, que ele fala, é uma aula de história muito. Ele fala de como ele fez o set dos filmes do Mali, de como ele botava crianças de 10 anos para construir set, pagando o valor mínimo na década de 70, que ele
tacava fogo nas
Uma
coisas.
história sobre
É muito
child
da parte
labor.
técnica que nunca
É uma grande história de escravidão infantil.
Mas isso na década de 70 tudo bem. Tá tudo bem.
Ok, confio. Efeitos visuais. Moreira para aí às 11 e tal da noite estava-me a chatear de que a Avatar não ia ganhar porque quase nenhum filme derrotou um Best Picture na menina, papai, pipipi, papapu. Claro que a Avatar ia ganhar. Nota, o comentador aqui em Portugal disse que toda a gente dava o consenso de que Sinners ia ganhar efeitos visuais. Grande derrota para Sinners, segundo o Mário Augusto.
Mm.
Mas é aquilo. Enquanto houver Avatar, este Oscar está para eles.
It's going to
Som.
be like Dune always. I mean, Dune, Avatar, Dune, Avatar, Dune, Avatar.
Dune Avatar. If it was Dune versus Avatar, who would win?
I mean, the stronger film. The stronger film. I mean, no, the thing is, Avatar is so much big and has so
Avatar.
much effect. So maybe that is the kind of film that they want to reward there.
Yeah. Aqui em som eu mudei para Sinners na última da hora, porque comecei com a ideia musical e não sei o quê, mas já, o que fazia sentido era F1 e F1 ganhou e apesar de eu não achar que F1 merece a categoria, mas vão para eles. O que é que tu achas, Júlia?
Here?
F1. F1.
I mean, cars. For some reason, that people loves cars. I mean, I mean, the thing with F1, I wouldn't have nominated for anything. I mean, you remember my reaction when it was nominated at the Oscar. I was so mad with.
Yeah.
So no, that film is a no for me. I predicted because I thought, my God, these people love cars. But I for a moment I was tempted to change to Sinners because a lot of people started to predict Sinners.
Yep. I did it. We were talking and I was like, okay, let's just do Sinners. But yeah, it was not Sinners, it was F1, and this is the Top Gun Maverick Memorial Award for F1.
Yes.
Esse retrospecto é pesado, mas é inegável. A Avatar é impressionante nesse departamento. Tenho uma entrevista com um dos responsáveis. Acho que só tenho uns 4 ou 5 frames no filme que não têm efeitos visuais. Uau! Realmente é surpreendente. O Pedro pediu desculpa, diz que não vai conseguir participar. Está a cair a toda a hora. Vamos ser tu e eu, Julinha. Muito legal ver também se irá indicado, não apenas por ser um filme fora de Hollywood, mas porque as indicadas são todas mulheres. Exatamente, se irá made history, it was the first only women team to be nominated, and it's a great work. It would be my winner. Julia, qual seria o teu vencedor aqui?
Probably I would have voted for Siracto, but no,
Yeah.
I knew that won't be happen.
Yeah. If it did won BAFTA or even got nominated, I could have entertained that option, like Zone of Interest, but it was not Zone of Interest. Best film editing. No surprises here, one battle after another. That was one of the Oscars that I called the moment I left the theater. I was like, okay, one battle's gonna win supporting actress. Didn't happen. Supporting actor, it did happen. Best editing, best director, best score, didn't happen. Best adapted screenplay.
Mhm.
Fotografia, já falámos. Sinners. Original score. I like.
Yes, I mean,
I
I like,
like
I like.
Ludwig's score. I don't. I don't understand why he did sweep again.
Yeah, I mean, the
And
curious thing, Ludwig
yeah,
Göransson has already 3 Oscars, and he
yeah,
is younger than John Williams when John Williams won his first Oscar. So I think we are in. I mean, this guy is going to be unstoppable now. I mean, he
yeah,
was already, but in film is como Göransson, 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 Göransson. They
yeah.
love it.
Maybe he can even win next year.
Oh, I hope no. I hope not.
Yeah.
I-
But who would get your votes? For me, it would be Johnny Greenwood.
Yes, I love Johnny Greenwood. I love Johnny Greenwood, but I'm mad with Johnny Greenwood right now. So probably I will have
So, yeah,
vote for Bugonia. I
yeah.
enjoy.
My girlfriend loved Bugonia. It's her
Yes.
favorite movie of the year, and it's her favorite score. And Querido, that has the channel with me, also loved Bugonia. There's at least 2 people that believe Bugonia was the best movie of the year. There's a Bugonia nut everywhere.
Was I was having fun watching it. So yeah.
Ele é o segundo sueco a ter 3 Oscars. O Bergman também tem, mas pelo ritmo das coisas ele vai superar isso já já.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to. Yeah, probably.
Original song. How afraid of sinners were you when they opened that envelope?
Yes, could be, but no. You know who I thought? I thought what was what I thought. I thought that people won't be watching all films, so this could have been something like more guilt, more people who vote for Diane Warren and I mean I didn't predict it, but my biggest fear was they went with Warren because no one was watching that documentary or Train Dream or I mean or Viva Verdi. Um,
Yeah. That would be interesting. But did you watch the Diane Warden Relentless?
yes. I think the best song of the 5 here is Train Dreams, but this is not the Grammys. We are not awarded the best song. You know, we need to give the award to the most to the song you are always going to associate with a
Associate
film.
with the movie. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't like Train Dreams as a song, as a
I
movie,
did like it,
as a concept, as an
yes,
idea. I
but
don't like Train Dreams.
but I
But
love since the beginning. I mean, golden, golden, golden. Let's re-award this year. Sadly,
yeah,
they cut the speech.
yeah, for me, Golden was a lock since I saw the movie. I was like, yeah, this is winning. And people were like, yeah, but don't you think Sinners I Lied to You is a stronger movie? Rah, rah, rah. Yeah, usually I agree. But this is not a stronger movie kind of thing. This is a phenomenon. It only happens once in a blue moon. So, yeah, but I will never forget that time that Judas and the Black Messiah won Best Original Song out of fucking nowhere. So sometimes the stronger movie plays a part, for sure. But Julia, I want to talk to you about Diane Warner Relentless, because that documentary is so funny.
I did not watch it. I mean, I'm not that brave. I don't.
You should. No, it's so
So,
funny.
so
Because
funny. I mean, the thing
the
is, I can't
Diane
stand
Warren,
someone.
Diane Warren lives in a world where she believes that she's gonna win an Oscar, and people around her are like, "Yeah, you're gonna win. Yeah, you're gonna win." It's like Goodbye Lenin. She's living in a simulation that people are doing for her. And when Billie Eilish won, people were so fucking mad. Her friends were so she thought she was gonna win because it was in the day of her father's death anniversary. So she was like, "This is a sign I'm gonna win. I'm gonna finally win." And Diane Warren's friends are at Diane Warren's house while she is at the Oscars losing.
Maybe I'm gonna
That's
give a
so
try, but I can't stand that woman.
but it's so good. No, and the share is so cuckoo's bananas. And there's a lot of Jerry Bruckheimer talking about how Diane Warren basically is not gonna do a movie again, a big movie again, because nobody wants to work with her. It's so good. Yeah. So yeah, Relentless. That was one of the best movies. That's not good that I saw. Coitada dela, superou o recorde do Greg P. Russell. Vocês viram o vídeo dela toda feliz a dizer isto? I beat Greg P. Russell, I beat Greg P. Russell. Fuck yes, a minha canção favorita também é Train Dreams. Meu Deus, gente. Train Dreams é insuportável. Adapted Screenplay. Do you remember when people were like, "Oh, One Battle might win Best Picture, but that can be a split with Hamlet, and Hamlet is gonna win adapted screenplay"? It's always like, why?
Yeah, no, there wasn't a reason. I mean, if Hamlet would have won, it would be won BAFTA. So there wasn't a reason to think that One Battle will be lose this award.
Yeah. No, but even before the precursors happened, people were talking about this whole thing of a split, and I don't believe in splits most of the time. Because if the movie is strong to win Best Picture, it has to have a winning package, and One Battle needed to win this character, and you cannot justify this. Winning Hamlet winning over One Battle. It's not like One Battle is like Nomadland or whatever. No, it's as a written movie as Hamlet is. So yeah, I didn't buy that. So I love to see Paul Thomas Anderson winning his first Oscar. It was so special, but it was so he was trembling. It wasn't. Oh my god, that was so beautiful, so beautiful. And my girlfriend find out that he's married to Maya Rudolph. She didn't. She said they are such a random pair, and they are very friends.
Yes, I mean, but he's just Ken at the end. I mean, she's everything. He's just Ken.
Yeah.
but an amazing Ken though.
Yeah, if I was Maya Rudolph, I would be so mad that my husband is fucking Paul Thomas Anderson and he never wrote me a part. She's in his movies, but she has nothing to do in any of his movies.
Mhm.
So yeah, I hope he writes for her a part.
Yeah.
She could have been in this movie. She could have been Deandra. I love original. Best original screenplay. This is how us always gonna play. Sinners, Ryan Coogler, Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler winning their first Oscar at almost the same time. My girlfriend was noticing how young people were. She was like, "Oh, Ryan Coogler is very young. Ludwig Göransson is very young. No, he's very young." Everyone was very and it's kind of fun because you have the Ryan Coogler is just starting and Paul Thomas Anderson is already very established. Paul Thomas Anderson started his career with 23, 24, 25. So yeah.
Yes, kind of.
Documentary feature. What did it make for you to predict Putin?
Once I thought, I mean, the same thing that makes me uh, go with two stranger. I mean, two people exchanging saliva. Uh, I went with them because I thought that less people is going to be cheat for documentary, and
Yeah.
after the BAFTA, I realized this was fit more in the branch, and the perfect neighbor is the kind of film that uh, to win usually swept, is popular swept.
Yeah.
I mean, if without this bar of you have to watch everything to vote, probably it would have win. I would have predicted, but I
I
think
don't
people.
know. I think people would say people did lie. I think people lie.
I mean, it's a good. I think Perfect Neighbor is not American Factory for me. It's a good documentary. And you can speak to the people. I mean, the current situation in the states. So, but
Yeah,
it lost.
but like you said, I agree with the idea that the moment Mr. Nobody Against Putin won, I was like, "It's very close," because the perfect neighbor people were always like, "Oh, if he gets nominated, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. It's a big front runner, whatever." And it didn't win almost any shit. Like the perfect neighbor should have won PGA, should have won something. The wins never came. So that was the problem. It was a very weak front run. And Mr. Nobody Against Putin, I was like, is there really passion for this movie? After I get it, they like to do this kind of stuff, but yeah, they did, and it won. And the moment they opened that envelope, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be Putin.
Yes. I went with them for that reason, and special. But at the end, I thought, okay, yes, as you say, there was some passion for the perfect neighborhood because it lost PGA with my mom Jane.
Yeah, your mom's
So
favorite movie.
amazing documentary. People should watch. I love it. Now I wanna a biopic of that. No, man. But it was an amazing film.
Olha, o Jonathan diz que a lógica dele foi que além de ter ganho o BAFTA, o Perfect Neighbor é um documentário 100% de footage, então é um trabalho mais de montagem. E o Oscar costuma premiar documentários que têm coisas novas filmadas. Interessante.
Mm.
Filme de animação K-Pop Demon Hunters, surpreendeu zero pessoas. Direção Paul Thomas Anderson, surpreendeu apenas o Clayton Davis.
I mean, Clayton Davis must be stopped. I mean, that
Yeah.
man is
And
is because what I hear, I mean, what people say. I mean, people like Anderson. I think they comment. I mean, I watched something that since Davis is in charge of variety. I mean, Davis start like with like same as Neglia and Anderson having his own blog, and then he was hired for Variety. His
yeah,
blog, but was Awad Circuit. I mean, I was follow Davis back then, and they say that they like he didn't do fair play with this small site, you know.
yeah,
So it's like then okay. I mean, Variety is a big media. It's a big media. So the rumors is that he say okay, if you wanna be in Variety, you can give interviews to those guys for 2 months. I mean, if you wanna your big page. So I know he has beef for that, and he always I mean, he's not a predictor anymore. He's trying to create narratives
Influence the race. Is creating narratives. It
that
is
doesn't
a
exist. Doesn't
fucking
exist. So no. I'm totally against this guy. I never doubt of PTA, you know,
yeah.
because I always say this. I think Sinners was more like a local phenomenon, and you can see when their box office, almost 80% of that box office is in the
Yeah.
States. And yes, it's a lot of money outside, but you don't have the same passion. It wasn't everything everywhere all at once, who did almost the same international and USA, and you can see the passion for that film. So outside, yes, I went with. I mean, I never believe in Kugler at all.
Like, why would you? You, even people talked about Bong Joon-ho, but Bong Joon-ho had tied the Critics' Choice and was nominated almost everywhere, and it was the fro- far away the critics' favorite. He won so many awards. People forget that 1917 was like a last minute thing. The movie arrived to the race and people were like, okay, let's do it. But Sam Mendes was winning a second Oscar. Like, do we need to give this guy a second Oscar? It was not the same with Paul Thomas Anderson. It was never the same. Paul Thomas Anderson is having his moment. It was his moment.
It's a respected author. It wasn't. I mean, actually, Anderson was Bong in 1990, but with so much stretch. But it was,
Yeah,
yes, Sam Mendes is watched not like an author, you know. To me,
yeah.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah. O Jonatas diz: não tem como apostar contra o DGA, simplesmente não dá. I agree. Last year, lots of people tried to predict Bradley Corbett, and there was so many people that were like, "Oh, Sean Baker, this is not a director film. This is a..." and like, my guys, this is the best picture front runner. He won DGA. The last time that happened with someone nominated at the Oscar, it was Rob Marshall. So, and of course Summit, but not Summit, Ben Affleck. It's DGA is one of the best predictors of the Oscars, and there's so many cases where people only want DGA and nothing else, like Tom Hooper. People forget that Tom Hooper lost the BAFTA for the King's Speech. BAFTA loved the fucking King's Speech like nobody's business, and they still gave it to David Fincher. The Oscars didn't. Alejandro Inarritu Gonzalez won the DGA for Birdman. It was a very similar situation
Yes.
to Anara. So yeah, Best Director Paul Thomas Anderson. But about Clayton Davis, he's drunk on power. He's drunk on power, and he is using his outlets to create narratives, invent, make up stuff. And I hate that guy. I hope he goes. He's not good at his job.
Yes, no, not at all. I mean, and I will give a shit about him, but he is in one of the top three medias of Oscar campaign.
Yeah,
So he,
yeah,
from that position, can manipulate the race, and he
yeah.
has tried to do it.
And yeah, a lot of times. And he's one of the Critics' Choice governors or something. He has a position of power in Critics' Choice. And famously, Variety broke the embargo in the Critics' Choice nominations a couple years ago, and didn't happen. It didn't. happened shit. So, yeah. Talvez seja apenas bait, faz até um pouco de sentido apostar em Sinners a melhor filme. I never believed that the race was so close. No. You had a movie that won every fucking award and you have Sinners. Del Rey Lindo,
No,
direção, não dá para entender. Eu ainda quis apostar no Del Rey Lindo. Eu acho que poderia ter acontecido, mas não aconteceu. Júlia, tu sabes quem são as 3 pessoas vivas desde 1986 que não aceitaram um Oscar?
yes, and sadly, one of that is Champagne.
Yeah. Mas
I
sabes os outros?
yes, I never doubted. I mean, I always thought that Del Rey Lindo wasn't happening. Because why I never thought he wasn't Marsha J. Harden. He wasn't. Marsha J. Harden was a late break. Her film start his in December. You know, she won New York, but the film has a late surgeons. So
Okay. I get that, but still you can argue that Del Rey Lindo himself was a late break. Because
but Del Rey
he
Lindo was talking since April of last year. People was talking about Del
no.
Rey Lindo as a
Oh,
contender.
but people were so hesitant in predicting. Del Rey Lindo was almost never most of the Sinners cast were not predicted. Michael B. Jordan, I didn't predict. Lots of people didn't predict him at the beginning. Omni Musaku, lots of people never took her serious, me included. So yeah, and Del Rey Lindo, I remember there were places that Sinners was winning actor, director, picture, and fucking Del Rey Lindo was not even nominated. Del Rey Lindo, it it did take a while for him to catch up because there was the whole Miles Catton problem because they were trying to do Miles Catton and Del Rey Lindo at the same time, and you have to choose one.
Mhm.
And the kid was never no, and even SAG did Miles Catton. That was shocking for me. Do
Yes,
you remember that Del Rey Lindo was not even nominated at the mid-break awards that the Astra does?
I mean, to me, that was the thing. Del Rey Lindo wasn't nominated in SAG. So I think, no,
Yeah,
he's not going to win. There is no way he is going to win. So
there was a way. There
and you
was a
know,
way.
at the end for me, I can, I mean, maybe in a split race, but Champagne had the two big precursors. He had BAFTA and he has SAG. You can, I mean, even if you think that maybe something can happen, you can bet
Yeah.
against that pack.
I mean, there was Christopher Walken that lost with that
Yes,
package,
yes,
but
but
just him.
was
And
and I mean, but it was more. I mean, so much an academy, so much American that they can do
yeah,
that shit. You know, I mean, in an international race, I think they are gonna go with the guy who has the pack.
yeah, I agree. And even at that time, you remember that Chris Cooper had Critics' Choice and Golden Globes. So it was Critics' Choice, Golden Globes versus BAFTA, Golden Globe, BAFTA SAG for someone that was not in a Best Picture nominee, winning his second Oscar for some reason. So yeah, Christopher Walken ended up not winning the Oscar, and Chris Cooper was in the stronger movie, in quotes.
Yes. So no.
But let me just tell you, Julia. Delroy Lindo não foi nomeado no Mid-Season Movie Awards que o Astra faz e eles preferiram nomear Miles Catton, Mark Hamill, Javier Bardem por FU, Louis Pullman por Thunderbolts e Pedro Pascal por Materialistas. That's crazy. Miles Catton ganhou. Supporting Actress foi a Hailey Steinfeld que ganhou com o Omni Musako de runner-up.
Yes,
A Florence Pugh
I went
A
with
Florence Pugh ganhou da Eva Victor.
no, and supporting actress. Supporting actress.
Yeah.
I mean, I changed Madigan to the last update. I mean, even you told me that you are tempting to predict Madigan.
I did predict Madigan, but I was it was like hurting me inside.
Yes, to me
Like,
it was no.
why would I predict someone that has so many red flags?
Yes.
Aquilo que eu me disse a mim próprio para me tranquilizar foi: as outras também têm red flags. E se numa corrida em que estão 3 pessoas, eu acho que a Madigan consegue concentrar mais votos que a Tiana e o Omni Musako. E acabou por resultar. Mas é crazy.
Yes, no, I mean, probably we will never have a race like that in many, many years.
Sometimes these kind of crazy races end up being like in a sequence.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the Lone Lomini winning at the end, it's crazy. But against my better judge, I went with Madigan at the end because
Me too.
because you and Matt Neglia. Neglia says at the end of the day, yes, there is no excuse for Madigan missing BAFTA, but he has won. He has won so many industry awards that you can ignore that. I mean, she not I mean the critic choice,
Not
but
so many. She only
won
win
ACTA.
one.
No, she won ACTA.
ACTA, yeah.
She won.
I don't count ACTA.
London. No, barely count. She won London Critics Circle, who also have BAFTA voters, and was in a film who made 200 millions.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even if the movie was not nominated, most people saw that movie more than they saw like Sira.
Yes, so I thought that, my God, and everybody at the end was talking about Aunt Gladys. Everyone. I mean, Aunt Gladys is a character, and she also is a very, very respected veteran.
Yeah.
And I thought
I don't
when I
know
thought
if Madigan had a career. It was Neglia is been comparing it to Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't think it's Jamie Lee Curtis because Madigan is not Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, not Jamie Lee.
She's
But
better.
what made me go to her at the end was, I mean, I was never ever predicted Inga winning BAFTA. No. I
Never.
always thought
Never.
Woodney is the alternative to Diana. And the reason why I went with Madigan is I remember the Regina King situation. That year, BAFTA went with Rachel Weisz, and Rachel Weisz hasn't won anything beside that BAFTA, just like Gunmi. So I thought they voted for the British person for the British actress who was in a stronger film in an Oscar race, but because probably I mean, she hasn't won anything else. So maybe they went with her because they can vote for the winner and they like her. So I thought, yes, I'm going to believe that Gunmi is a British thing, is like Rachel Weisz. So I'm going to predict Madigan. That was my logic.
The Regina King is interesting. Still, Regina King was Golden Globe and Critics' Choice, and she had many issues with screeners and stuff. But every time she was nominated, she won. Madigan lost a Golden Globe. So even when she was nominated, she was not always winning. So yeah, Madigan was a big risk for me. It happened, and it's another one that I was like, I don't even think she's gonna get nominated.
Yeah, so no, I thought no, I'm going to I'm going to predict that Gunmi was a Rachel Weisz situation.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm
When
going to predict Maddie. And was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to keep thinking in that in this. Yes, the front runner is Mosaku to me, but no, I said no, I'm going to go with Maddie. Plus Saturday
yeah.
was very very fine. Saturday, I read the Glamour magazine interview for Gunmi, and she said, "No, I'm not going to win this. It's going to be Amy." And I thought maybe they know something. They knew. I mean, people was really crazy about Madiga. It's just as stupid, but that was really really stupid. What to me was determinate was the okay. Yes, Gunmi is the Rachel Weisz in the favorite.
Yeah. But I predicted Rachel Weisz at the time because my
Me
thinking
too.
was
A
Rachel
stronger
Weisz
feeling.
was Mark Rylance.
I also predicted her though. Predicted Vice at
Yeah.
the end. Because that and for that reason, I mean, I always that year I swear to God, I always say Olivia Colman is going to win. Is Colman, and in the last moment I changed to Glenn Close because yes, she's a veteran, but
No,
no, like I knew
I never thought Coleman was gonna win for being
the new
frank.
one.
Today I would have predicted her. You know who I predict? Anthony Hopkins. I predict Anthony Hopkins
Yes,
over Boseman.
me too. But at the end, like I changed for Bosman, and then say no. I'm very confident. Is Hopkins, but for that reason, I remember the Olivia Colman, and I was like no Colman. I mean, at the end of the day, that race, I mean, Coleman just lost the sack. You know,
No, she lost to Critics' Choice. Critics'
but she
Choice at
won.
the time
Yes, but she
she
won
won
the
she
the
won a
comedy critics.
fucking no, but at the time that was not the same. It's not like Golden Globe
No,
doing
no,
a
it
split.
wasn't. It
It
wasn't
was
like the
like
Golden Globe.
something. Yeah, it was something. She lost. She won over Rachel McAdams for game night. Great performance.
Mhm.
But it's like in and you can say, oh, but she won one. But Christian Bale won both in that Critics' Choice. I remember he won both for Vice.
Mm,
So yeah, I don't count the Critics' Choice. But yeah, Coleman was in a stronger movie, and people need to know that when you're in a stronger movie, that makes sense, and that's where the wins came from and the surprise wins came from. But yeah, SAG tem bom track record, eles preveram famosamente a Jamie Lee.
yes, yes. I mean,
So
in that year, I thought that Jamie Lee Curtis was only a SAG thing. Uh,
yeah,
but
eu
I said
também.
no. I went with
Mas
Quantum. I
eu
never
fui
believed
com a
in Boston.
Condon
I
também.
never believed in Boston.
Imagine Bassett was a stronger Sylvester Stallone. But the moment she lost SAG, she was not on the race for me. She was not in the race for me because
no.
she would not win with only Critics' Choice and Golden Globe when a movie is not Best Picture material.
Yes, and Marvel is such a criticized brand. So I say no, she's not gonna
it's
get
still so crazy that she managed it to do. And you might be surprised, but I was on Bassett train from day one. I left out that theater and I put it on my fucking predictions. And I remember the Oscar experts saying, "Oh, she's not a thing. She's not even in the movie that much." And I was like, "No, my guys, she has one of the biggest scenes I've ever seen. My entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?" That's a great scene. And she's so good in the movie. She was my favorite. I would have voted for Angela Bassett. And I remember that I was in a live stream with people predicting Black Panther to get a Golden Globe Best Picture Drama nomination. And those people were not predicting Angela Bassett in supporting to get a nomination. And I was like, guys, I can't believe that I'm the only one doing Bassett. And yeah, Bassett ended up being a thing, but people were very wary of the Bassett thing. And it's funny because this time I was like, oh, Emmy Madigan is not going to happen. Why was I so keen on Bassett but not as keen in Madigan? Maybe because Bassett is more of a traditional emotional scene.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no, but no, to me it wasn't. So that was it.
O que nunca acreditei é que a Amy Madigan ia ganhar pela carreira. Eu também não acho que ela tenha assim uma carreira, uou. Só teve uma indicação, nunca apareceu tanto assim em grandes filmes. Ela está no Best Picture nominee Field of Dreams. Hoje está bem claro que quem ganha o BAFTA leva o Oscar a melhor atriz. Nem sempre. Mas naquela época não. Coitada da Close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best Actor.
I told you
Another one.
back in September. I told you back. No, this race is over. I mean, best actor. Best actor. I thought no. Best actress. Best actress. Boring race that this year. But best actor. I went with Sinners. I mean, with Jordan, because I thought in Jessica Chastain. I didn't count the critics that year because they went after. The thing with Chastain, I mean,
Man, Julia, I was thinking the same the other day because I was like, yeah, you kind of Jessica Chastain won. It only SAG because Critics' Choice only did her because of SAG. They would never.
I mean, if
they would never give Jessica Chastain the award because the ceremony was supposed to be before.
Was after. But if and when Critics' Choice were after Jessica won the SAG, and after Kristen Stewart was snubbed. I mean, she was like almost like she is the front runner from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I thought that if Critics' Choice would have been early, they would have go with.
Oh, Kristen would have win for sure, and you would have Kristen Stewart with the Critics' Choice, Nicole Kidman with the Golden Globe, Jessica Chastain with the SAG, and
Penelope Cruz with the anonymous ballot. That was.
And Joanna Scanlon with BAFTA. That didn't matter, but great win. But yeah, I predicted Penelope Cruz.
Yes, me too.
Did you?
I believe in the propaganda, and I say this can win. At the end, I mean, I thought in that race, and Cedric Suchivelli said, I mean, Cedric was so on board of of Chalamet
Chalamet.
winning since December. He
Yeah.
always say Chalamet. But he say that he spoke with every voter, who is a lot, because he was in Berlin recently, and he say, I spoke with every member of the academy that I know, and all of them are going to vote for Moura. So I thought this is a situation where, yes, Moura has this huge support, but I don't buy it, and I don't buy it. He's going to win, so I'm going to think that this support is going to block another actor get the international support. And I thought Leo was the runner up, but with I mean at the end and I thought I mean was the runner up also, but with less vote. I mean, in other scenario, like I don't know, like Anthony Hopkins did it, because probably Hopkins got a lot of international support. So I said no. And also I realized, I mean, when one battle wins, Leo was barely winning, but what Sinners was winning, Jordan was winning. At the end of the day, Jordan was like 2 or 3 hours behind Chalamet in the regionals. So I thought
Yeah.
the people who is going to vote for Sinners mostly are going to vote for Jordan,
For Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
and
And
people.
even if they didn't put Sinners at first, even if they put Sinners at second or third, they would still vote for Michael B. Jordan. That was my thinking. Sinners was the stronger movie, and DiCaprio was not getting carried by the movie. So yeah, that was always what I was thinking. So I went with Michael B. Jordan. I can't believe Michael B. Jordan won an Oscar for this performance. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good. And it is my least favorite performance of the 5 that I
Yes,
think that are very good.
to me,
I,
he was my number 5. I wouldn't have nominated him, but I think he is not worse Oscar than many others recently. So
no. For
he's not.
sure. For sure.
To me, he's
Is
not
not
worse than Will
is
Smith or Rami Malek or Brendan Fraser. Sorry, he's not
you
worse
know
than any.
you know that I love Brandon Fraser.
I love Brendan Fraser. I love Brendan Fraser, but no,
No,
no the performance.
I love the Brandon Fraser performance in The Whale. It's one of my favorite performances.
No, I can believe. So I thought, yes, Jordan is getting the Cines voted, and so yes, I'm going to predict him. I'm going to think that DiCaprio is a close second, despite
Yeah.
don't have any precursor. But yeah, to me was the key.
And the
The
thing
Cines
about
vote are so good.
Chalamet and Marty Supreme, usually, if you want to win, your movie should be strong. And Martin Supreme was not strong. Best actor cannot be like best actors like Amnet. The only win was Jesse Buckley. That was something that could happen. Best actor, usually you need to be in a more strong movie, more competitive to win another awards. So yeah, the fact that Martin Supreme was so Chalamet focused made the movie lost some steam, and you can never discount the fact that Odessa the Zion missed a fucking
That
nomination.
that was for me. I mean, I think we spoke about that. When someone wins without a supporting performance, usually swept. I mean, sorry, Redman. No. I mean, Allman, Malek, and Joaquin Phoenix, they swept. They won everything, every
And
possible award.
usually there's not a possible person. Like Oldman, Christy Scott Thomas got BAFTA, but it was a BAFTA
British.
nomination. It
That
was
Emily Watson.
yeah,
Yes, that
yeah.
was
That's
awesome.
Emily Watson stuff. That was not real. That was not real.
So, but
But
Odessa
someone
was
like
in BAFTA and SAG.
someone like Odessa getting SAG and BAFTA and missing. That was scary.
That was
And if your girl Jessie Buckley had lost one award, maybe she was in trouble too.
yes, but the thing with Buckley was at the end of the day, she was
She
in the
swear.
strongest film. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the nominees are. I mean, I haven't watched Hudson, but it's a strong lineup, but it's a weak year because when you have too many races, weak year in terms of nomination. When you have too many performance in weak films, it's not
Yeah.
a strong race. So I thought that Buckley, I mean, and Buckley swept. Yes, she didn't have mezcal, but she didn't lose anything in anywhere.
Yeah. For sure.
So
But the fact that Mescal was not brought along for the journey, that's crazy. That's something that I am always gonna keep in mind. Because it's the first time that happened. Someone that gets every fucking precursor and is in a best picture winner, in best picture nominee with the best actors front runner. That this kind of stuff never happened. The closest thing you had like Andrew Garfield, but Andrew Garfield missed a nomination somewhere.
yes, but yes, I mean, totally, I agree with you. Mezcal thing is, I really believe that Mezcal lost both against himself in lead against Jacoby Joop. I mean,
Yeah.
for I think
They
I mean, not many, but
that's
I
what they
think
should have done, you know. They should have campaigned Jacob Iju.
yes,
Fuck mask.
and so and so also I believe. I mean, we don't know, but I mean, I wanna believe that Irish people, when I mean, there is a portion of Irish people who went over. I mean, before Mescal, they put Andrew Scott because I really think Andrew Scott wasn't that far of the nomination. I mean, because I believe that Blue Moon wasn't that far of a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah, but if that happened, maybe Andrew Scott would have gotten BAFTA.
Yes, but British don't like me. No, but no, come on. No, yes, mean probably is just a lot of conjecture. That no, not a real thing. At the end, the real thing is Mescal was snubbed, and that is a weird scenario.
Yeah, but yeah, I can say that this is one of the few snubs that I got right. I don't know if you remember, but the moment I came out of the theater, I was like, Paul Mescal is not gonna get nominated.
Mhm.
I never bought that performance. I don't think he's good. I don't think he registers in the movie. And Jessie Buckley is too big, and she kind of, how do you say, uh, upstages it.
Mm.
And sometimes I predict the correct snub, but not the correct replacement. But this
Yes,
time I predict Delroy Lindo was gonna get nominated over Pullman. So yeah, I'm happy.
yes, I remember you told me it wasn't Mescal. I predicted. I mean, I believe in part, but I think no. I'm going to predict that Elordi is snubbed because, despite critic choice, because Mescal is the supporting role for the person who's for the actress who's going to win Best Actor. So, well, but
Yeah.
you know, yes, the Odessa thing makes me think Chalamet wasn't strong enough, and always with someone in not a top three films win the Oscar. Uh, is sweeping, and Chalamet didn't even won New York this year, and he's from New York, and New York was the place who loved most Marty Supreme. So yes,
That's true.
we had the red flags with Chalamet. Was a pundit things in critic choice. I think Golden Globes really liked the performance, but yes, no, it wasn't a real
How
thing.
funny is that Golden Globes only matched one over six because Wagner Moura won over Michael B. Jordan. People forget about that. Uh, Jesse Buckley was the only one because Stellan Skarsgård won over Champagne. Amy Madigan lost to Tiana Taylor and
But
Rosebud
I love,
won.
I love the Golden Glove this year.
Me too.
Love
I
them.
love. They were fun.
Mhm.
A temporada enganou bastante. Chalamet ganhou muita coisa, mas dentro da indústria ficou de mãos vazias. A campanha toda não agradou, é verídico. Pessoalmente, o Jordan é a atuação que eu menos gosto dos 5. Estás em boa companhia, mas é um line-up fortíssimo. Daqui a uns anos, vamos nos questionar como é que estes atores perderam o Oscar para uma atuação tão ok. É verdade, isso acontece bastante. Este ano eu não previ, mas ano passado previ que o Craig não ia ser indicado. You know how I knew that Daniel Craig was not gonna get nominated? Because he missed fucking BAFTAs. And me and Pedro were like, when was the last time that a British person missed BAFTA and still got a nomination at the Oscars?
Yes, that's true.
And yeah, because I predicted Hugh Grant. Not serious, but yeah, I wanted to. Sometimes I need to be for my guys.
I was the entire year predicting the five who
Yeah.
were nominated. But when Craig got in SAG over Stan, I thought that Craig has an option, and then Pedro told me the same thing. No British actor has been nominated without being snubbed and BAFTA, and I say yes, Pedro, I believe you. Okay, by Craig, it's Sebastian. But I have a tweet when I say, no, Daniel Craig is not going to happen because A24 is not gonna have three nominees. Well, Focus messed me up this year because they got three nominees,
There you
but
go.
I thought no. Yes, since September I was predicting the five. I say no, Stan is going to get in.
I had Stan. The thing was, I was not predicting Jeremy Strong because I was still predicting Clarence Mack. So I could not predict Clarence Macklin, Sebastian Stan without Jeremy Strong. But I love The Apprentice. I thought the movie was very good, and I love the both performance.
Mhm. Yeah.
A indicação do Stan foi inspirada. Adoro o filme e a atuação. Eu também, Jonatas. Gosto muito do filme e da atuação. E é um daqueles filmes que eu estava a evitar muito. Achei que ia ser um Adam McKay Adam McKay com o Trump ou assim. Mas não, um filme muito bom. E atriz? Não aconteceu nada. Não deram prémio este ano. My girlfriend was very mad because Jesse Buckley didn't talk about the cats. She was like, she should have said, I love cats.
I mean, to me, that is the point. How much rejection Chalamet get from his peers, from the industry, because they made so big that stupid thing about the opera and ballet. Who it wasn't he? I mean, I get his point. He said it awful, but Buckley didn't have any track of hate for saying she hate the cat. So I believe, I mean, I think that wasn't a non-existent thing too. But I believe that if someone has something against, I mean, if the industry was against Buckley, they would have turned in a big way for that.
For sure.
So I say yes. If the industry made this Chalamet thing so big, is because they really don't like him.
Yeah, they were already against him. Like Sean Fantasy said, it was not a cause; it was a reflection. Not Sean Fantasy. I think Amanda said this. But
Yes,
yeah, it was the reflection of what was happening. But yeah, I never liked Chalamet's whole. I want to be one of the best, and I want to pursue greatness, and
But
I don't.
I think he has that he believes acting is such an sporty thing,
Yeah, for sure.
and that athlete mentality is like, no man, I'm not. I mean, many actors says, I mean, what I believe of Chalamet is, I mean, after his speech, is that he thinks that his acting is validated by awards. And most actors want awards, but don't think the awards validate them. So,
Yeah,
don't vindicate it. So I believe that is the reason why he doesn't like. I mean, he thinks he's going to be the greatest, winning Oscars, and not. I mean, it's not like that.
yeah. Yes, Raisa said something that's like you cannot bring sports mentality to this because it's not about an objective thing. It's not about how good you shoot. Because a cena é o desporto é objetivo. É tipo, quantos golos tu marcaste, quantas fintas fizeste, coisas assim. E ela é tipo, no Oscar, um atleta do nível de Coda nunca ganharia melhor filme, nunca ganharia um prémio. E é isso. E eu odeio aquele clipe que era tipo, se tudo correr bem, no próximo verão eu vou estar feliz. Que ainda hoje o Ronaldo recuperou. O clipe em que ele dizia que ele passou por muito. Essa cena sempre me chateou, porque ele aos 15 anos estava em Interstellar. Como é que ele passou por muito?
Totally. Yes. I mean, I think that no, it's not. The guy is not gonna gain friends with that speech, with that mentality.
Yeah. I mean, I told you, Amy Poehler loved that speech. And she was always like, oh, Quinta, what did you think of Chalamet's speech? Oh, Mike Very Note, what did you think of Chalamet's speech? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
for
no, no.
some people, they okay. That yes, I mean Kate Hudson, but
Shout out Clayton
now
Davis.
I learned my lesson with Kate Hudson. Never bid against an A-list actress who has another white A-list actress rooting for her so hard. That is going to happen.
Yeah.
That is what I learned this year.
Yeah, every time there's a movement with
Why
the white actors, you have to pay attention. But this is one of the things, because Clayton, Matt Naglia, they were getting paid, my God. I cannot believe they were talking about this shit
without paying. But at the end, it's the kind of I mean,
allegedly
he got the telephone call nomination. Like, so I learned my lesson. Never going to not predict a woman who has, I mean, a white A-list actress who has so many white list actors rooting for her. Never again.
And if you see, Kate Hudson had a nice package because she got Golden Globe, SAG, and BAFTA. She only missed Critics' Choice. So yeah, the moment I saw her in that BAFTA long list, I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna predict Kitten. I think I predict her over Emma Stone.
No,
Emma Stone, I never bought. I never bought Emma Stone since the beginning. I never bought Bugonia.
no.
It was very very late, and I was like, "Do am I feeling Emma Stone nomination? I'm not." People were not saying, "Oh, this is one of her best roles," and I'm still sour with Emma Stone. I can't believe she stole my girl's Oscar.
Yes, no, totally. To me, it was like, I mean, since Bugonia start getting a lot of Guilds nomination, I say no, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen for Emma Stone because Emma Stone is already the kind of actress who is gonna get nominated for every shit that happened for her. That every shit she's going to get
I
in.
don't know, but maybe, yeah, maybe.
I mean, every
Uh,
time she get a little bit buzz, she's going to be on the race to getting nominated.
yeah, yeah, she's gonna be like the Meryl Streep.
Hmm.
É estranho mesmo essa coisa de fazer arte como se fosse desporto. Achei interessante o Conan falando que o Coogler se recusou a ser membro do Oscar e mesmo assim estava lá.
Yes.
Verdade. O Chris Rock, naquele ano do Oscar So White, também fez uma piadinha assim: De Niro não vai começar a desacelerar para a strip chegar. Ok.
Yes.
We don't need to talk about Chris Rock.
Well, and
Best
Best
Picture.
who was the end?
Sinners
Yes.
won.
Yes, no, I didn't have doubt. I mean, since I saw
No, me
the
too.
score outside, no. I mean, I thought that did that could be that could be help Jordan, and I think did help Jordan. But no, I never was a propaganda. I never fall for. No, one
I
bottle.
never fall for Sinners. It was so like, oh, it's a close race. No, this is
No,
not a fucking close race. It was never
actually,
close. So
actually,
I don't want to.
my friend Fran Martinez for your consideration, and Spanish guy, he did
Yeah,
the preferential ballot in over 200 voters, and
yeah,
he's and mostly were from Spain, but a huge amount of people was from Latin America too, and
yeah.
Sinners was like the fourth or fifth eliminated film. So for that
Whoa.
reason, I mean, what the fight was Hamnet and one battle. It won one battle. So I thought
Yeah.
that yes, that is a stupid thing maybe, but shows that Sinners is not a big thing outside USA.
I can get it. Did you saw the Ryan Kesselman experimental video?
Hmm. Yes, I also
That's
watched that. It was fun.
Sinners and one battle. It was one vote. That was funny. That was funny.
And you
So
know,
let's talk. Yeah.
no, what was I was telling you, it to me was like there was only one place when Sinners beat one battle and was in sack, and just that. So
Yeah.
no, to me there
That
was
that that was a thing for me too, because people were like, "Oh, no movie with
but we
Ace
were
and
predicting. I mean, since we knew
Seg,
so
and I'm like, it didn't beat one battle. It only beat one battle in Seg. That doesn't matter."
yes, and to me that was the thing with Clayton Davis because every time one battle won something, he was like, "No, this is how Sinners still can win." I mean, but one battle won. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because every time one battle won something, they were trying to make it a case for a Sinners win.
Yes, was so.
This is how Carrie Mulligan can still win.
you know, to me, I mean, I predicted Carrie Mulligan that year. I knew that was France, but I went with Carrie Mulligan, but because I remember I said no, she's going to be Adrian Brody. But this year, I when people I was talking with people still was predicting Chalamet. To me, Chalamet become like this is how
This is a Carrie Mulligan can still. But I was predicting Chalamet a couple until a couple days. It was hard for me to come to the Michael B. Jordan dark side, but the whole Carrie Mulligan thing, I was one of those. Oh, Carrie Mulligan would have
yes,
won
I
BAFTA.
was no. They are not going to give Frances a third one. No, this is how Carrie Mulligan still win. And you know, at the end of the
Because
day,
you remember BAFTA loved Promising Young Woman for no fucking motive. Because it won the best British film over the fuck.
however, the father and didn't know nothing about Carrie Mulligan. And I remember thinking, no, it's because they just want to did something different. No, they are not going to nominate. And since then, since that is novel, they have nominated Carrie Mulligan in every fucking movie.
Every time Carrie Mulligan is illegible, they are nominating her.
They nominated her this year.
They didn't do the same for Olivia Colman. Because Olivia Colman missed the nomination for The Father, and then she missed the
all of them.
long list for The Lost Daughter.
Yes, but she didn't get nominated for The Father.
She didn't get nominated for The Father,
So,
famously.
yes, the thing with Coleman is, to me, was so strange because no one won more BAFTAs than Olivia Colman in the decade of 2010, 2019. No one, because she won a lot of BAFTA TV too. I mean, for Broadchurch, for Fleabag, she won the BAFTA for The Favorite, and then she won the Oscar and was like, "No, we don't like you anymore."
Yeah, you're already too famous for us.
Yeah, no. please go. And that was so fun. Probably one of the was so fun to watch the thing. Like, no, we don't like you anymore. Bye.
Yeah. So, best international feature.
No,
Sentimental value. What?
I predicted Sentimental Value because at the end of the day, I would love that if Secret Agent won, but I didn't win because
No BAFTA não, Jonatas.
Yeah.
No BAFTA a Olivia Colman não foi indicada, famosamente.
Yep. But I went
Desculpa.
with Sentimental Value at the end because it wasn't Emilia Perez. People didn't hate the film, didn't have anything
that was
against the film.
That was the thing. It had so much support.
Yes.
So much support, yeah.
Even if you don't love that film, I mean, but he doesn't generate hate either. So.
E tu ias ficar admirada com o que está a passar no Twitter hoje.
But no, I was no. This
Mas, Júlia, tu já ouviste os argumentos dos brasileiros de porque que Sentimental Value não é um filme, não devia estar a concorrer?
You know, I mean, to me, it's just that. I mean, Norway has never won before. Trier is a very well-respected director.
Yeah.
And this movie doesn't have hate. Probably is the film that has less hate of all the nominees.
Yeah. O Jonatas diz, eu, como brasileiro, queria estar errado, mas filmes com mais indicações ganham o Oscar de Internacional. Ano passado foi uma exceção, por conta da polémica. O Brasil ia perder 2 vezes seguidas. Eu não tenho a certeza que Emilia Pérez, mesmo sem a polémica, eu acho que podia ter dado para o Brasil, porque foi uma marcha gayarda ali. Mas não sei, eu acho que sim, eu acho que Sentimental Value é totalmente diferente. E então, as pessoas estão a dizer, Júlia, People are saying that sentimental value should not be winning because it has Hollywood actors.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no. So I went
It's,
no.
it's not an international movie, and people, oh, Skarsgård is doing a lot of movies. He's working. He works a lot in Hollywood, so it should not be. The movie should not be that. So I'm like, what does Wagner Moura do? Wagner Moura also works a lot in
Yeah.
Hollywood. So yeah, people are losing the plot. Boa noite, diz o Jonatas. Triste de ver alguns portais colocando em xeque a vitória de valor sentimental porque tem atores de Hollywood e por ser falado em inglês. A questão do inglês é que é mínimo, it's very little English and it's textual. There's a motive. They are not talking English because they want. And even the Elle Fanning casting is not a gimmick.
Yes, but I also wanna say. I mean, I have to go now, but I also wanna add something about this race. I mean, I'm still here was so much academy friendly. I mean,
Yeah.
Agente Secreto. I mean, I'm still here was like. I mean, I love both films. I like a little bit more. I'm still here because I love. I mean, Fernanda Torres in that film to me was that character. But was and also was so much watchable for people who don't like films with subtitles. They can watch more a film like I'm Still Here that Agente Secreto, and I think
Yeah,
sentimental
for
value
sure.
was like I'm Still Here this year because the story was so watchable. Like people, you can watch that film and thinking, oh wow, this is yes, I can see like this film. I can read subtitle for this, but with a film like Agente Secreto, I think they didn't. Just now they pass.
Mas people are so sore. And then someone was like, oh, Sentimental Value 1 because it's about the cinema. And it's like, o Agente Secreto também é sobre cinema. they talk as much about cinema in the Secret Agent.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
é isso.
like
Eu ainda estou
before
aqui, é mais universal.
yes, before I go, I wanna add something. This year, Sorogoyen film is like the same argument that sentimental value is going to be so fun because Sorogoyen goes to Cannes and probably is going to be the biggest. I mean, I think Sorogoyen probably is going to be biggest than Almodovar, but it's the same
Okay.
argument with Bardem playing like Stellan Skarsgård. Amazing Bardem yesterday also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so the beloved that movie El Ser Querido. It's do you think this is gonna be a contender?
Hmm. Hmm? Yes,
Do you think
probably.
this is gonna be a contender?
I don't know. I mean, I think but in Spain, at least the first reaction was more positive than the reactions from Amarga Navidad de Almodóvar.
Yeah. So yeah, we are gonna do the Oscars predictions next live when you're up, and I wanted to do Emmys with you too, também for
Yes,
the next time you're
yeah,
here.
at some point. Yes,
So
we are
thank
going to
you, Julia,
thank you,
for
Andre,
thank
for
you.
the invitation. Bye. Thank you.
It was very fun talking to you.
Yes, same. Take care.
Então, para terminar aqui, vou só fazer um Connect Stars. Se houver alguma questão, as pessoas do costume hoje não se juntaram. Tenho aqui o querido amigo Jonathan. Jonatas, diz aí 2 atores para eu fazer um Connect Stars rápido. Eu gosto de fazer isto, diverto. Agradecer à Júlia pela sua presença, foi sempre muito eloquente. E vamos agora ver o que é que se passa. Temos Colin Farrell e Judica. Ok. Judy Garland, Judgment at Nuremberg, com Maximilian Schell, que está em Julia, com Meryl Streep, que está em Lions for Lambs, com o Tom Cruise, que está em Minority Report, com o Colin Farrell. Del Toro e Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman ou Dustin Hoffman? Vou fazer o Philip Seymour Hoffman. Então, eu tenho dúvidas que o Jordan era segundo. Eu acho que a questão do Jordan foi só segue e há uma coisa que dizem que é as vitórias só importam quando elas acontecem. Então mesmo que haja um runner-up, se calhar o que importa é o momento que é criado na cabeça das pessoas e não tanto a contagem de votos. Então sim, eu acho que o Jordan ganhou com segue, apenas segue e não teria ganho. Eles para darem pessoas negras é muito raro mesmo. Teve a Musaco este ano, por exemplo. Ora, Benício Del Toro, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Traffic, Don Cheadle, Boogie Nights. Mais um e vou embora. Patrick Swayze e Zoe de Chanel. Ghost, Demi Moore. Na verdade, eu não sei muitos filmes da Zoe de Chanel. Sei Almost Famous. Sei Elf. É ela, não Elf? E 500 Days of Summer. Demi Moore, Gordon Levitt. Está naquele filme Bobby. Com Martin Sheen. E muitas outras pessoas. Aston Kutcher. Fifty com o Seth Rogen não estou a conseguir, mas tem o Seth Rogen nesse filme. Mas o Gordon Levitt está no Inception. Já estou bem aqui à toa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, com o Jim Carrey, coitado. Não é ela. Yes, man. Yeah. Jim Carrey. Coitada, ela fazia par amoroso de velhos. Mas eu continuo na mesma. Filmes é que a Whoopi Goldberg, ela está no Sopa Dish, com o Robert Downey Jr., está em Oppenheimer, com o Cillian Murphy. Pronto, foi uma grande viagem, mas lá chegamos. Jonathan, mais um para terminar, mas o Yes Sir foi giro aqui, por acaso. Judy Garland outra vez, Martin Sheen. Jane Lynch, que fez um bom beat nestes Oscars, e Jeff Daniels. Filmes que eu sei que na lista está Julie and Julia. E Amália Wind. Já sei. É Away We Go com a Catherine O'Hara. Está nos dois. E é isso, gente. Muito obrigado. Não se esqueçam de deixar o vosso like, subscrevam, partilhem. Então já sabem, vejam filmes, vejam séries. Divirtam-se.